You know what's crazy? You can lose yourself little by little to the point where you can be sitting in your car one day and you look up and you don't even realize or remember who you used to be. Or remember the last time you felt joyful. Remember the last time you got out of your normal routine. Remember the last time you actually took yourself to the movies or did a hobby because you've let that job drain you. So, my question for you is, who were you? Who were you before the job drained you, before it took all your energy, before it took your laughter and your joy? Who were you? What did you used to do? So I want you to actually get cozy because we're going to go down memory lane a little bit. So if you don't already, I'm going to give you a second to pause this video. I want you to grab your journal. I want you to set your ambient lighting, turn on your lo-fi music, maybe you do a little bit of jazz, whatever calms you and relax you. I know you got a playlist. Grab your tea, or if you're like me, the chamomile mint blossom from Starbucks, and get cozy for a minute because we're going to sit and we're going to have a conversation. Or more so like memory lane journal conversation. So I'm sharing with you an excerpt out of the exit strategy. And I'm so excited about this workbook because it's quite literally what I'm doing in real time. And I want you to walk along this journey with me. If you have been feeling like it's time to clock out on that job for good, like put in your last day, it's time to make a transition. The job is sucking your soul. It no longer aligns for you. And you know that there's just something different that you want. You know that this is the beginning of the year and it's time. You just know that it's time. We've reached a point with our non-negotiables. We've understood the patterns. It's time for something else because quite literally you can't keep doing it anymore. The mental overload, the mental Olympics I talked about, having to decompress and not talk to anybody after work for a while because the work was so heavy and it took so much out of you that you don't have much left to give to anybody else. If you know you are in that space, the exit workbook is going to be for you. So my invitation to you is to click the link below, sign up for the email to be notified so I can invite you in whenever it's ready. So until the meantime, roll with me here. We're about to walk down memory lane a little bit, and I want you to be super intentional with this time and super intentional with what you see about yourself and learn about yourself from what you write down. And share this with a friend and feel free to replay this time and time again as you need to. Okay, so this is called the identity inventory, and I'm not going to lie to you. It may sting a little bit. It may be a little uncomfortable, but that's a good thing. It's a good kind of sting. It's the sting that, it's like, wakes you up kind of sting. All right, we're going back before this job, before you learned to make yourself small in meetings, before you started spending Sunday nights with that pit in your stomach, before corporate survival or whatever your version of that is. Who were you? What did you do for fun? And I mean actual fun, not fun that's really networking, not the book club you join because it looks good, not the workout class you force yourself to because you should. What did you do that made time disappear? What made you laugh so hard your face hurt? Maybe you used to paint. Maybe you used to host dinner parties where you'd try ridiculous new recipes off Pinterest. Maybe you'd spend Saturday mornings at the flea markets. That's my absolute favorite. Maybe you used to write bad poetry. Maybe you even danced in your kitchen on a random whim. When was the last time you did that thing? What lit you up? What made you lean in? What made you talk fast because you were so excited you couldn't get the words out quick enough? Was it learning new things, solving problems, creating something with your hands, connecting people, making someone's day better? I'm talking about the thing that made you feel the most alive, not most productive, most alive. What were you known for? Think about it. What would your friends from back then say about you? Oh, she was the one who always dot, dot, dot. Like, what was that? Always had the best playlist, always knew how to make people feel seen, always had a side project going or maybe a side hustle or two, always showed up when somebody needed help, always had that contagious energy that rubbed off on everybody that saw you. Who were you in your community, in your friend group, your world? What did people love about you? This one's important. Not what they needed from you, not what they expected, what they genuinely loved. Your humor, your honesty, your spontaneity, your loyalty, the way you could find joy in small things, your willingness to try anything once. You were probably very adventurous. What was your relationship with rest? Could you take a nap without guilt? Could you have a slow morning? Could you do nothing and feel okay about it? Or were you already grinding, already proving, already performing? Because here's the thing. If rest felt hard even then, we need to know that. If it felt easy, we need to remember what that was like. How did you spend your free time? Not your optimized time, not your self-improvement time, your free time. Were you reading fiction just because, trying new coffee shops, taking long walks with no destination, calling your friends for hours, gardening, gaming, playing with your dogs, cooking elaborate meals? What did you do when no one was watching and you didn't have to justify it? What dreams did you have? The big ones, the small ones, the crazy Delulu ones. Maybe you wanted to live in another country. Maybe you wanted to write a book. Maybe you wanted to start a nonprofit, or maybe you wanted to learn to surf. Maybe you wanted to foster dogs, or maybe you wanted to build something, to create something, to become something. What did you think was possible before life told you to be realistic? I know some of you are sitting here thinking, I can't even remember. That's exactly why we're doing this. You didn't lose yourself all at once. It happened in tiny increments over moments and periods of time. One compromise, one just for now, one after I get through this season, one maybe later. We love a maybe later. Until later became never, and you became someone you don't fully recognize anymore. Here's what I want you to know though. That version of you is not gone. They're buried under layers of adaptation and survival and people pleasing and productivity metrics. And we're going to find them again. This inventory is just the beginning. The exit strategy workbook essentially is all about building the bridge from where you are right now to where you're meant to be, where you want to be, where you want to go. From surviving to actually living. And if you need this on your journey, my invitation to you is to join the email list. The link is in the description. You'll be the first to know when it's ready. And hey, maybe grab a journal right now and actually answer one of these questions. Just one. Answer lightly. Don't have to go too deep. Start anywhere, but start remembering who you used to be. You owe that to yourself. You deserve that. Take some time and just rest in that. And let me know when you figure out in the comments or you come into this like crazy remembrance moment. a moment that maybe you forgot about, a moment that sparked joy, a hobby, a craft, a talent that you haven't picked up that's collected dust, something that you used to love watching, but you don't even watch it anymore. You don't even remember the last time you turned on that channel, the last time you opened that book. Tell me in the comments when you find out and you remember these things about yourself, because I want to know and I want to read what you have to say. Until next time, friends, this series has turned into something I did not expect, and I am so shocked at the amount of comments and people that resonate with this feeling. That day, I recorded that random video after a very frustrating long day of work when I slammed my laptop shut, drove to Starbucks, pulled in my normal parking lot to get my chamomile blossom tea, and just think. I had no idea turning on this camera would create that reaction. But one thing I love and one thing that feels so connected is the fact that I feel seen, and I think you feel seen too. So until the next video, do this homework. You'll thank yourself for it. And I'll talk to you later. Peace out.